Hello, it's Patrick from AlphaGaming here. Got a few orders to go out, so I'm gonna pack up some boxes and show you what I do. I'm in my storage room now, which is where I pack some stuff. So here we've got some one-piece stuff that's just arrived, and a lot of these going out to order today. I'll just show you over here. So I've got boxes that I pre-make over here, so the smalls, the mediums. And if I just swing back over here, we've got larges, mediums and smalls there. If I've got bigger orders, I use custom boxes, so it's a bit hard to show you what I do there. In terms of some of the packing materials I use when I'm packing, I use bubble wrap, so I buy these big rolls of bubble wrap here. I've also got a bigger one that I use sometimes for board games, but I'll be using that one today. I use the air-filled, I don't know what they're called, but air bubbles, whatever they are. And the other thing I use is the butcher's paper. Sometimes that can fit in areas or pad a box up a little bit where the bubble wrap may not fit. So, as I said, today I'm going to be doing these new one-piece starter boxes. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I don't have any orders for these two yet. I don't know why. They haven't been so popular, so I'm going to put those ones back. I don't know if they're not as good as these other boxes or these other starter sets, or if they're just people that are ordering. But I've sold out of 17 and 18, so they will all be gone. I'll still have some of these 15s and 16s left as well. I also have that arrived today, can't go out until later in the week. AP9 booster boxes. I only have 3 of these left. The rest of the pre-orders have already sold. And double pack 6, which is the same booster packs, but you get 2 packs in the double pack. So they're available. They went on the website. I forgot to put them up, so they've only just been added today, so they might disappear quickly too. I'm just going to put those away for now. I currently have holiday specials on sale at the moment. So you check out the website www.alphagaming.com.au and go to the holiday special section. I've got a couple of one-piece items that are discounted in that special. I have the live action premium card collections and some of the gift collections in that sale. So if you want to grab some stuff for Christmas, they're available during that sale. Okay, I'm just going to open these up now and we'll get started. So I'm just going to put an incision down through here, and then I'll just rip the plastic off. I was keeping these starter boxes because I like the art for the start, but it's getting too many from, this is now 20. I kept one through, not one, I didn't have any 1 sets, but I had 2 through till about 9 for a while, and then I just ended up throwing them away because they were taking up too much room for just empty cardboard. So I don't know if you collect these as a one-piece fan, if you collect these boxes from stores or anything. If you want them, let me know. Obviously these ones will be available, these ones I'll still have. I need them for events as a display. And I've still got some, I think, ST 8s, 9s, 13. I've still got a couple of the other ones still remaining. So, alright, so to get started, all of these are going to be basically in those 2 box sizes I showed you, the smalls and the medium. So I'm just going to grab, just going to pull out what I need first. So 2 15s, put those away. 16. Put that away for now. I think that's it for those 2. And then it will be all of these. So I'm just going to pull all these out. These are all sold, these ones. Okay, so I have a few parcels to package up today. And then they'll go out first thing tomorrow. Be booked in with the Australia Post. I've got a couple of those there. A couple of these bigger ones. These just going to stack them up a little bit. Okay. So first order, we've got an ST17 to Alvaro in Queensland. So I'm just going to put some of these up a little bit. So I've got some room here. First thing I'm going to do is get the bubble wrap. And this is from Australia Post, and it has a simple tear. So if I'm doing one, I can get away with one of these sheets per ST, but if I have to do 2 or more in an order, I'll need more than one sheet because it just won't fit. I have my small tape here, I use that for this, and then I've got my tape gun, which I'll use for the boxes. I'll just set that aside for the moment. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip this one over here, pull this up. Now I don't pack things like I'm wrapping Christmas presents, in that, you know, I don't make them fold and look all pretty. What I do is I actually go down here, I just fold this up and fold it again. The reason I do that is because it gives it a lot more padding. I don't really, it's not about presentation as much as wanting the products to get to the customer without any problems. Now, I do ship through Australia Post because I've had less problems with Australia Post as to some of the other couriers which I've tried in the early days. So everything I do is through Australia Post. If your order is above $100, the insurance is a required part of how I sell the... Okay, so that doesn't quite fit. So I don't know if we're going to fit... That's probably okay. I'll just put 3 of these in the bottom. It's just a bit of extra protection with that, and it shouldn't move. Let's just seal that up. Okay, pretty good. If the product's not moving in there, it should be pretty solid. So, next thing to do is to grab some tape. I always go once over this way, across the side of the box. That just makes it nice and tight. And I just try to, sorry, the tape might be a little bit, I just try to seal it up as well on the sides and the front, just to help stop any water getting in there. Make sure that the product arrives safely to the destination. And I do apologise if the tape is very hard. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm just going to, for sake of privacy, I'm going to put the labels on off camera because I've got customer details. That's sensitive information that I can't share, unfortunately. So that's one box done. Okay, so next one, we've got another ST17. So very much similar process to the last one. I'm going to grab another sheet from here. That's okay, doesn't matter. Missed the tear there a little bit. So, next one is for Mohammed in New South Wales. Same thing as before. Lift that up, close that down, lift it up, over, and one quick tape down. Same thing here. Down once, and then lift it up for that extra bit of padding there. So I'll just show you this. It's on both sides. So just 3 bits of tape, so easy for the customer to pull it apart, but it's much got to do with extra padding. If I was to wrap it nicely, you wouldn't have all that extra padding on the sides there, just a bit of extra protection. Okay, single one, so single box. I'll go the same that I did last time. So 3 at the bottom. Put that at the top, fairly solid there. Okay. Once again, one across. Doesn't really matter if it's in the middle or across the top, as long as it's. Okay. So, with Christmas coming up, I've got the holiday specials on. I'm gonna put an order in, try to do it before, if you want it before Christmas, try to get it in about before the 15th or 16th. Otherwise, being the holiday period, it just may not arrive before Christmas. If you don't care about when it arrives, you've got until about the 12th of January for the sale will continue. And at that point, I will be taking the website down after that and start getting ready for CanCon 2025. I do take the website down a little bit early compared to a lot of places because I have to reprice and prepare everything for CanCon. And I'm a one-person business, so I don't have a lot of staff to do things quickly. So it'll be down a little bit early. Okay, so now we've got 15, so Edward Newgate. So what are these STs? We've got Edward Newgate starter pack, which is red. We've got Uta, the green one, 16. Don Quixote, Do Flamingo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, the blue one. And then Monkey D. Luffy, 18. And the two that I haven't got is Smoker, which is the black one, and Charlotte Katakuri, the yellow set. Okay, so this one I have two. I've got 15 and 18 going to Clinton in South Australia. So because we've got two here, I'll just show you here. Two of these will not fit in one of these small boxes. You can probably already see that, especially by the time I add a bit of shrink wrap, it's not going to fit. Okay, so to put that aside, and we're going to need one of these bigger boxes. And these boxes are actually a little bit too big, but we'll make it work. Before I do that, let's so because it's two, I'm going to need two lengths of the, and it's probably a little bit excessive, but just thinking, how do we make this one work? So I think we need to just do what we were doing before, just make it a little bit longer. Just trying to get that right spot. Okay, and then bring that up. Okay, so it's going to have a little bit of extra overlap on this one, which is fine. A little bit of extra painting never hurts. Especially because we're in the bigger box. One thing with shipping products is you can put as much shipping paper, shipping wrap as you want on something. If the box doesn't just have a lot of wiggle room in it, the products can still get damaged. So you're better off filling the box, as much as you can. To stop it moving. Okay, now will it go this way? Yeah, look at that. That's nice and solid. And what we'll do is we'll then probably do two down and across, three. Might go three there. It is really good because you can just simply turn that one off, and now we've got three. So three on this side and another two on the top. And that should be, once I close it up, and we just lost a box, that should be fairly tight and stop things from moving. Yeah, look, almost no movement in that. So that should keep the product safe. Normally Australia Post are pretty good. I have had a couple over time where they've been destroyed. That's why we use insurance for everything that goes out, to protect you more than protect me. It's nothing worse than getting a parcel and it being destroyed by a third party. Tends to cost me money as well. It also causes a little bit of a, maybe emotional damage to clients when they order something and it doesn't turn up in pristine condition. And look, sometimes as a business owner selling these things, sometimes I get stuff from my suppliers that are damaged. So while I tend to, if it's very minor damage, you know, sometimes in this industry and sending stuff, little bits of scuffs on the boxes and things, you just can't help it. It's going to happen. But if it's anything major, I normally just send it back, say, look, I can't sell it like this. I bought it, you know, expecting it to be pristine as the customer would expect it, and it's arrived this way. So I tend to send them back. Okay, next one we've got ST16 and 17, so 2 again. So once again, I need my medium box for this one, and I'm going to need a double length of bubble wrap. So I'll just find so that's one length, and find the next bit. Okay. You could probably cut this with scissors and make it a little bit shorter, but it's just easier. A little bit of extra padding. It doesn't cost that much extra for a little bit of extra padding. So my shipping tends to be a little bit more expensive than other places, but I make sure everything goes out. I try to make sure everything goes out well, so it doesn't have, so there's less issues, less damage. Make sure I get a good service there. So let's see if I can tighten this up a little bit. Okay. So it doesn't have as much wiggle room on the side for extra padding that I like, but that's okay. It'll still, because we're going top to bottom and we've got the bubble wrap going in there anyway, we should be perfectly fine. The sides aren't going to be taking, you know, if the coil is a bit rougher, the sides aren't going to be taking any of the brunt anyway. So put that in there. Okay. So once again, 3 down the side. 3 on the side, and this one's got no air in it, so I'm just going to put that in there as well. Okay. Okay. So this was for Daniel in Victoria. And so we'll go down the sides. Okay, so that's 4 done. Okay, next one we've got 2 of ST17s. Now, on the website I have actually listed that you can only buy one of these per customer because I only get a limited supply. This was an early order, and normally if someone orders like this, I will actually cancel the order. And when I cancel it, I'll say, look, you've ordered 2 and you're only supposed to get 1. In this case, because it was an early one, I didn't know how popular these ones were going to be, and I just let it go. And it would be rude of me now to cancel it. Normally I'll cancel it within within sort of the first couple of hours of ordering it, or maybe a day or so before I charge payment. All payments I charge manually, so once they come through, you don't get automatically charged. It's a manual. I have to approve. I have to approve Shopify to accept the payment, and I do that because there was a period. It doesn't happen much anymore, but there was a period where I was getting a lot of fake account scammers And what they do is they try and charge you, and then do a charge back, and then you end up wearing the costs. So for the merchants, because they're not refunded when you have to do that. So it's a little bit of a pain for businesses, and it actually costs us money. So I started doing manual, which actually has a lot of benefits to it to do that. As I said, it means I can cancel orders that people put through, and you know, whether it's by accident or not, whether they try to break, where the rules of ordering stuff is not what's intended. Okay, so, but this one I just let it go. But there are definitely a bunch of these 17s and 18s that people tried to order double, and I just cancelled them. So Fergus from South Australia, you know, you got this one through this time. Next time it happens, I'll probably just cancel the order and say just order one, please. So now that might change if I can get some more stock. The problem is I get such a limited stock, and I want people to be able to play games, not just and I'm not saying that, because I know most people that want these want two of them, because you only get so many of certain cards, and people want a set for their play set. But the plan is to make sure there's enough for everyone. So that's why I have the buy limits on there. I've been trying since, you know, since the early days to get more stock, but it's a very hard game to get stock of. So that's why I've got those buy limits. If I can get a little bit more stock, I might increase the order limit to 2, but it's a bit out of my hands, unfortunately. So okay, so there's another one. Just gonna put the label on off camera. Okay, that's 5 orders done. Still have a few to go. Okay, so next we have Sherlock from Victoria with an ST17, so the last one of these. So as you can see, these ones were the most popular. They've disappeared before the others, but then all these 18s here will disappear in the next few orders too. So okay, so we have an ST17. Get one length of the bubble wrap. Okay. I fold up on this side, because as I fold up on this side, it pulls this little lip up. Make sure it's nice solid seal, tight seal on the product. Over and up, because it's a single. Bit of extra room, so we can make that little bit of extra padding here. So I've still got plenty of one piece. If you look at the stuff for Christmas, some of it's discounted, some of it's not. As I said, it's very hard to get, so they tend to sell out until restocks come. Although some of the products I've got a lot more than, you know, normally I only get a small number of these. Sometimes I'll get given a whole bunch of them, and then I don't know why, they just sit around. I think everyone gets a whole bunch of them, and there's just more stock than people were expecting. So a bit of a funny thing in the industry, because having the scarcity of a product is pretty rare to happen, really. I've been doing this now since 2018, so about 6 years, and having products be this rare for this long, you know, normally if there's a problem with supply of things, people tend to increase production. You know, maybe it's out of the hands, or maybe it's you know, maybe it's done on purpose to make the demand higher, produce less of something to make, you know. I wouldn't say there's enough stock of it, but there's, you know, if they produced a lot more, maybe there'd be stuff sitting around. So it's probably trying to balance between not producing too much and not enough. But I think ever since stuff has come out, which has been a couple of years now, it's been on the under production side of supply side of things. So okay, so that was Sherlock from Victoria Next we've got Ethan from WA. So Ethan's got a 15 and an 18, so another double. So I'm going to need to get some more boxes actually. So let's go top these boxes up. So the last medium box, and all the others are single orders. So 4 more singles and the next medium. So double box again. So I'm going to get my double length. So 1, 2. I've got plenty of wrap around on this one. Just fine, gives a little bit of extra padding. And as before, we're going to go in the box portrait orientation, not landscape. So pull this up. As I said, it doesn't look the prettiest, but it gives the necessary protection. Customers are just going to open it, and if they want to wrap it for Christmas, they're not going to give someone something. Well, I'll assume they're not going to give something like that. They're going to take it out and wrap it in actual Christmas paper. But most of the people that are ordering this are probably just going to get straight into them. Now, this one's a little bit different to the other ones I've done so far, in that being WA, most people don't bother because the shipping time to most cities in Australia, even with regular post, is only 2 to 4 days. Even though Australia Post says it's 4 to 10. It's normally fairly quick. I've noticed because I take stuff straight to the depot, the local depot. So it goes straight to the depot, so it goes out the next day generally anyway. So normally it's only 2 days, but somewhere like WA, which this one is, it may take a little bit longer. So in this case, I'm actually this one's going to be express post. So I just buy the same boxes for everyone, but I get this express post tape, and all I'm going to do is wrap it around a bit with the label as well, but just to make sure it goes express. Wrap it once this way, and there's a little, you won't be able to see it, but there's a little tear there, and I'm just going to come around this way as well, just to make sure it goes to the post office. Even though it's on the label, this just makes it so it does actually make it. Doesn't make it to the express. It's got to find the little tear. Just going to bring that one back up. A little bit of tape over all this. Okay, just to make sure it's clear when it goes to Australia Post that it actually makes it through the express sorting containers, and it makes it on time. Express post does cost $2 more, so you want to make sure that it's actually making its way to the customer's express. So that was Ethan, 15, 18. Okay, so now we've got 4 single 18s. They're going to be in these small boxes. So I'm going to need 4 sheets of this, 4 single sheets. So 1, let's sit that up there. 2, 3. I don't know if you can see the tear lines, it's pretty hard to see. Now I'm just going to put this away now because that will be enough for these orders for today. Now I do have the OP boxes, OP09, as I showed you before. And I do have a lot of pre-orders for those, and I've only got 3 boxes of that left. However, the release date isn't until Friday for those, so I can't ship them out today because, as I said, sometimes it only takes 2 days to reach somewhere like Sydney or Melbourne or even Brisbane area, probably even Adelaide, being a major city. So I can't actually ship those out today because if I do, people will get them before the release date, and I can't be doing that. So they will go out later in the week, probably Thursday or Wednesday, because the release date is Friday. So anytime Friday, if I was to send them out on Wednesday, chances are no one's actually getting their parcel till Friday anyway. So Wednesday's probably okay. I'll just decide on that as we get a little bit closer. If people get their product, obviously people are excited to get this stuff. So again, across the center, make it tight, pull it in, close it up, nice and tight. And then we go down the side. I think my tape gun's a little bit on the a long time, so it's probably a little bit blunt on the blade. Take the time to get a new one soon, actually, just to so just going to push this down as I put this on. So push it down, roll it over, so keep it nice and tight. Alright, so that was Adam from New South Wales getting an ST18. Next we have Monica from Queensland. Same thing. So another ST18. All the same here. I never know if I'm going to see more of these once I get my allocation. I never know if I'm going to see another batch of them come in. I could get more in 6 months. I may never see them. You never know. Got quite a few customers over the years that have been buying this stuff, but it's really quite painful as a business to have such a small allocation and not enough to service customers. Sometimes the little air bubbles have a little bit more air in them. Oh, well, here's the problem. My tape is running out, so time to change the roll. Actually starting to run a bit low on these rolls. Okay, so just pop that in. Grab the little, pull this down. Grab the little, take the first little bit off. Good to go. So we're reloaded now. Okay, we'll try again. Yeah, so sometimes the bubbles, this bubble in particular, seem to have a little bit more air in them than the normal set. Going to go one more across there because that's doesn't hurt. It just, as long as the box is solid and things aren't moving, it's okay. And a lot of that's air anyway, so if something wants to push down that, it'll be safe. As I said, the problem is when there's gaps in the box. If there's gaps in the box and the product moves around a lot, it means the box can get squished easy, and tends to mean that the inside product, in my experience, can be damaged. But by saying that, I once had a forklift go through one of my parcels that I sent out. It got stuck in a depot and I had to go out to the depot and collect it, and there was a massive big hole in the box. And the inside of the box. So, okay, so that's that one. Just going to put my label on over here. So I've got this monitor from Queensland, getting ST18. Okay, 2 to go. I imagine there would be some people that would be triggered by the way that I do this. Not being neat and tidy, but as I said, as long as it makes it to the customer in one piece, pun intended, it's all that matters. This one's going to pop that in there with an extra one. A little bit on that tight side again. That's pretty good. Just tighten it up as we do the sides now. That a little bit more. It's always a little bit of a guess how much exactly to get. I don't measure it. I just, after a while, you get to know roughly the size. Do 2 around that size, and then this one's always just that little bit longer. Okay, so that one is for Vienna in Victoria, and that was an ST18. And I've got one more, which is also going to Victoria today. So Victoria is the winner. One-piece orders. More product going to Victoria than any of the other states. So maybe it's coincidence, maybe there's more people playing in there. Some of these orders have been booked for months. As soon as I put them up, some people jump on them and book them in advance. A couple of them just last week. I think 1 or 2 of them were last week orders. Some people like to wait until they know the stock's arriving. The problem with doing that is sometimes you miss out. Like the ST17s wouldn't have been here last week. I can't remember when the last one of those sold was, but if you waited till last week before they came, you wouldn't not have gotten an ST17. But then, you know, I get my stock wave 2. All my stock said it was going to be December or January. And some people put in orders and then couldn't wait or found it elsewhere, and, you know, ended up buying some stock elsewhere and cancelling the orders. But that doesn't matter because it still has sold. Still sold anyway, and going out to somebody else. Okay, so nice little order to go out. Get those out for people soon. This will all arrive for most people before the end of the week. The AP9s, I can't confirm if they'll make it to people by Friday. I'll probably send them out on Wednesday, we'll see. Wednesday or Thursday. They may or may not go out to make it to people. It's a little bit of that juggle between making sure that they make it early, but not before the release date. So that was Tamara in Victoria, the last ST18. So that's boxing of One Piece. Thank you for watching, and yeah, just got some more One Piece on the websites. Check out the sales in the special section. It's only a little bit of One Piece in the sales at the moment. And I also have some One Piece stuff at CanCon this year in January. Whatever doesn't sell over Christmas will be at CanCon in January. January 25th, 26th, 27th in Canberra. So thank you for watching, and until next time.